Ten Hag started making radical decisions after West Ham United's defeat. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag is said to have decided to send goalkeeper David De Gea and striker Anthony Martial from the team after their 1-0 loss to West Ham United on Sunday. While the Spanish goalkeeper could not prevent said Benrahma's weak shot from going into the net in the first half, the French striker could not be effective, although he was later included in the game. Even though Ten Hag said they want De Gea to stay in the team after the match, it is known that they are preparing for a transfer for a new goalkeeper. Ten Hag is said to prefer Inter's goalkeeper Onana over De Gea, while Martial is said to be planning on hiring a new striker in the summer transfer window. The Red Devils must win all 4 of their remaining games to secure their chances of qualifying for the Champions League. So what's your opinion on this? Should De Gea be sent off the team? Gary Neville labels Glazer family a real disgrace after Manchester United's loss at West Ham as he slams sale process. Gary Neville has branded the Glazer family classless to the end and a real disgrace as the Manchester United takeover saga drags on. Unpopular owners at Old Trafford have put the club up for sale, but no deal has been done as interested parties such as Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani are forced to move through 3 rounds of bidding. Uncertainty off the field is preventing long-term plans from being drawn up on it, with head coach Erik Ten Hag unaware of how much he will have to spend in the summer transfer window. Neville has hit out at the Glazers following a defeat at West Ham that has further highlighted the need for clarity regarding the direction in which the Premier League heavyweights are heading. Gary Neville said after the game, "The only reason for the defeats is the Glazer family. If they had sold the club early, Ten Hag and the team would have been more concentrated." Offers for United are said to have topped £5 billion, but the Glazers are hanging on and appear reluctant to sanction a sale anytime soon, which has become a source of considerable frustration to all of those involved. Rio Ferdinand claims Manchester United players will be baffled by Erik Ten Hag decision. Rio Ferdinand believes members of Manchester United squad will be baffled by Erik Ten Hag's reliance on Wout Weghorst and the decision to play the Burnley loanee as a number 10. Eyebrows were raised when United signed Netherlands striker Weghorst on loan from Championship club Burnley during the January transfer window. Despite showing admirable work rate, Weghorst has struggled to make an impact at Old Trafford, scoring just 2 goals in 27 appearances. Ferdinand cannot understand why Ten Hag has played Weghorst as a number 10 and believes the decision will irk some of the other players at the Theatre of Dreams. Erik Ten Hag reacts to Liverpool closing gap on Manchester United in top 4 race. Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag has insisted his players don't have to look at Liverpool in the battle for a Premier League top 4 finish and will only concentrate on themselves. United's advantage over Liverpool has been cut from 7 points to just 1 in a matter of days thanks to consecutive away defeats to Brighton and West Ham. During the same period, the Merseysiders have conversely picked up back-to-back wins. Ten Hag's team still have a game in hand on Jurgen Klopp's side, yet any further slip-ups in the remaining 3 weeks of the campaign could open the door. Ultimately, United, Liverpool and Newcastle are fighting it out for just 2 Champions League spots, although the Magpies are slightly further ahead in 3rd place. If we bring our performance and we bring our standards, we will win games. We don't have to look to others, we have to look to ourselves. And we have to find a way to get back to our levels, Ten Hag said in the wake of Sunday night's disappointing defeat in East London. Manchester United will hold talks over Star's future before the summer transfer window. Manchester United will reportedly hold talks with Harry Maguire over his future at the end of the season. The Red Devils haven't used Maguire as regularly this season, with the England international's loss of form seeing him fall behind the likes of Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, and even Victor Lindelof. According to Fabrizio Romano, it seems Erik Ten Hag was keen to keep Maguire when there was interest in him in January, but there could now be fresh discussions over his future ahead of the summer transfer window. Maguire could surely play for many other Premier League clubs, having been a key player during his time at Leicester City. It hasn't quite worked out for the 30-year-old at United, especially under Ten Hag, so it could be for the best for all involved if he moves on at the end of this campaign. Manchester United offered £130 million now willing to finally sign £87 million playmaker. Manchester United have only scored 49 goals in 34 Premier League fixtures thus far, and they have not scored a goal in the last 2 games. The Red Devils badly need to reinforce the attack in the summer transfer window, and once again, the name of ANSU Fati is in the limelight. As per yesterday's version of Mundo Deportivo, news image provided below, the Spanish youngster wants to stay, but Barcelona can only sign stars after selling, and they could opt to offload him. The Spanish media outlet have mentioned that in the past Man United offered a big fee of €150 million to lure the number 10 from the new camp, but it was turned down. However, now, he is no longer an extremely important member of the squad, and the Catalan club do not want to sell him for a very cheap amount. In the current campaign, so far, Fati has directly contributed in 10 goals under the management of Xavi Hernandez, but he has only started 11 games in the La Liga. As far as the price tag is concerned, it has been reported that a fee of at least €100 million will be needed to sign him from Barca. Manchester United lured wingers Jadon Sancho and Antony in the last 2 summer transfer windows, and the duo have so far failed at the club. In such a situation, a talented playmaker like ANSU Fati, who can effectively play on either flank and even as a striker, should be signed by Ten Hag. What do you think? Manchester United set to send promising 20-year-old attacker on another loan spell. Manchester United youngster Amad Diallo, who is currently on loan at Sunderland, is going to be sent on another temporary move next season, according to The Sun. The Ivory Coast international joined the Black Cats in the summer of 2022. He has thrived at the Stadium of Light, and the Red Devils could opt to let him develop elsewhere once again in the upcoming campaign. However, this time around, the 20-year-old could be sent abroad to give him even more experience and time to grow as a player. The Netherlands could be a potential destination for the forward. Amad made his way to the Old Trafford side in January 2021 from Atlanta. In the youngster's first few months at the club, he was handed a few opportunities. Thankfully, at Sunderland, the 20-year-old has been able to find his feet. He has made 39 appearances in all competitions for Tony Mowbray's team, scoring 12 goals and providing 4 assists. The Eredivisie has been feeding a host of talent to other top leagues around Europe for many years now. Hopefully, if Amad signs for a side in Holland, he will be able to unlock his full potential.